summary report of the Ministry of Defense of the Russian Federation on the progress of the special military operation as of September 15, 2023. In the Donetsk direction, units of the southern group of troops, in cooperation with aviation and artillery, repelled 4 attacks by assault groups of the Ukrainian armed forces in the areas of the settlements of Kleshchivka and Mayorsk of the Donetsk People's Republic. The enemy lost up to 275 military personnel, 4 armored combat vehicles, 4 automobiles, 3 U.S.-made M777 artillery systems, as well as the Gvozdika self-propelled artillery mount. Also, in the area of the settlement of Avdiivka, an ammunition depot of the 110th Mechanized Brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces was destroyed. In the Zaporozhye direction, units of the Russian group of troops, aviation strikes, artillery fire and heavy flamethrower systems repelled 2 attacks by the 47th Mechanized Brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces in the area of the village of Rabotino, Zaporizhzhia region. In addition, to the west of the village of Verbovoy, Zaporozhye region, a concentration of manpower and equipment of the 80th Air Assault Brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces was defeated. More than 145 Ukrainian military personnel and 3 vehicles were destroyed. During the counter-battery fight, 2 U.S.-made M777 artillery systems, a British-made FH-70 gun, as well as 3 D-30 and 1 D-20 howitzers were hit. In the Krasnolimansky direction, coordinated actions of units of the center group of forces, Army aviation strikes and artillery fire repelled 2 attacks by assault groups of the 63rd Mechanized Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine in the area of the village of Torskoye, Donetsk People's Republic. The losses of the Ukrainian armed forces amounted to up to 55 military personnel, a tank, 2 armored combat vehicles, and a D-20 gun. In the South Donetsk direction, units of the Vostok group of troops repelled an attack by the Ukrainian armed forces in the area of the settlement of Novomayorskoye, Donetsk People's Republic. Airstrikes and artillery fire damaged the personnel and equipment of the 72nd Mechanized Brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces in the area of the Vladimirovka settlement of the Donetsk People's Republic. Enemy losses in this direction amounted to more than 175 Ukrainian military personnel, 2 armored combat vehicles, 4 vehicles, 2 D-30 howitzers, and 1 D-20 gun. In the Kupiansky direction, aviation strikes and artillery fire from the western group of troops hit the troops and equipment of the armed forces of Ukraine in the areas of the settlements of Sinkovka, Berestovu, and Kislovka in the Kharkov region. Up to 20 Ukrainian military personnel, 2 cars, self-propelled artillery units were destroyed. M109, Paladin, made in the United States, and a Gvozdika, the M777 artillery system made in the United States, as well as the counter-battery radar station AN-TPQ-48 made in the United States. Also, in the area of the settlement of Kislovka, a field ammunition depot of the 103rd Territorial Defense Brigade was destroyed. In the Kherson direction, as a result of a fire attack by the armed forces of Ukraine, up to 75 Ukrainian military personnel, 4 vehicles, as well as 2 self-propelled artillery units, Acacia, were destroyed. In addition, in the area of the settlement of Sadovoy, Kherson region, an ammunition depot of the 126th Territorial Defense Brigade was destroyed. Over the past 24 hours, the Black Sea Fleet discovered and destroyed 2 unmanned semi-submersible boats of the armed forces of Ukraine in the southwestern part of the Black Sea. Operational, tactical, and army aviation, missile forces, and artillery of groupings of troops of the armed forces of the Russian Federation defeated enemy personnel and military equipment in 137 regions. In addition, in the area of the settlement of Novomikhailovka, Donetsk People's Republic, the communications center of the 79th Airborne Assault Brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, was destroyed. In the area of the settlement of Novolozovatka, Dnipropetrovsk region, the P-18 radar station for detecting and tracking air targets was destroyed. Air defense systems intercepted 3 rockets from the HIMARS multiple launch rocket system. In addition, 41 Ukrainian unmanned aerial vehicles were destroyed in the areas of the settlements of Maloria-Zantsevo, Lysychansk of the Lugansk, People's Republic, Novoandreevka, Artemovsk, Gorlovka of the Donetsk People's Republic, Kamenka-Dniprovskaya, Pologi and Tokmak of the Zaporozhye region. In total, since the beginning of the special military operation, the following have been destroyed: 467 aircraft, 249 helicopters, 6,800 unmanned aerial vehicles, 437 anti-aircraft missile systems, 11,865 tanks and other armored combat vehicles, 1,150 combat vehicles of multiple launch rocket systems, 6,394 field artillery guns and mortars, and also 13,019 units of special military vehicles have been destroyed.